Nancy Lamperti is 101 years old. She's from Staten Island, and everyone wants to know what her secret is. How is it that she has lived such a long life and she seems healthy, everything's okay? And she says, you know what? The secret to a long life is booze.
Oh, I thut you were going to say boobs. I was like, well, okay,
maybe
I can buy that too.
Right, maybe we should do a scientific study on that. But she says that she has about 4 alcoholic beverages every single day.
Damn.
And that's what's helping her stay saucy and alive. So.
And sauced up?
Yeah, and sauced up.
So give me the combo. What does she drink?
All right, so her brother was interviewed about this, and he shares...
He's still alive too?
No, not brother. I'm sorry, son.
Okay.
Her son is still...
Well,
yes.
she's 101, right?
She's 101.
Her son's still alive? Because he's probably, what, in his 80s?
Yeah,
anyway, and what did he say?
He said, Lewis reveals that his mom's day usually begins around 5 a.m., with her often still insisting on making the coffee and the beds. Her lunch consists of a small sandwich plus a banana and 2 glasses of wine. That's followed by a nap at 1 p.m. Lewis adds that at 2 p.m. his mom sets the table, and at 4 p.m. she indulges in a small glass of Southern Comfort.
Damn.
And at 6 p.m. she enjoys a can of Budweiser. At 10 p.m. she's fast asleep.
Who doesn't love this woman?
Yeah, she spreads it out. She makes the beds.
And I like how it's like so specific. Oh, it's time for my kid. Somebody get me a beer. Time for her Budweiser can, right? And
Right.
Southern Comfort, and she sets the table 2 hours in advance. She wants to have 5 drinks a day.
Yeah,
But she's like, all right,
Yeah.
let me pace myself here and get to my Southern Comfort.
Now, this might all sound ridiculous to everyone, but remember last year there was a study by UCLA researchers, and they found that drinking alcohol moderately, and of course spacing it out throughout the week, not binging on it on one day, can actually help your health. Now, it's one study. There was also another study in Spain where they found similar results. But in the UCLA study, they used earthworms, and they gave the earthworms a tiny amount of ethanol, which is the same type of alcohol that you find in like wine, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
And they found that the earthworms that typically live 15 days actually ended up living 20 to 40 days.
Plus, they'd have more sex with one another. So, wins all around. Okay, I'm a big believer in this. Now, I don't love red wine, but I've decided I'm going to drink more red wine. I mean, it appears to be good for you based on all these studies that we've covered all throughout the years. Plus, it does the job. It'll get you drunk. I mean, it gets me a little sleepy, but it'll get you drunk.
I get a little headache from it sometimes. Also, yeah, so I mean, it's good. And like, it's hard to avoid drinking wine. Everybody knows about wine, but everybody's such a fucking asshole when they talk about it.
Oh,
That's the
totally.
problem.
Oh,
Totally.
yeah. Oh, Dad, say it again, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, where are you going with this? And I was like, oh, you got to the right place. Oh, please. Oh, it's in my love. What's in my love? What's your cab here? What cab do you have? What year?
Nothing is more irritating than this. Just the way they pour a little and a little. That's fine.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
you. Come on. Yeah.
No, I hate when they pour the tiny amount in the glass first at fancy restaurants, and then you have to pretend like you know what you're doing.
Nobody
And I'm
knows.
like, but okay, and then you act. So I
I don't act at all. Here's what I do. I'm like, thanks for the extra sip. Okay, I'll have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's